Senator Cardin, thank you so much for joining Shanali and I. Given we've woken up to this news, we have heard from administrative officials saying that they are waiting on this confirmation. But what we do know from Russian news alerts is that Navalny has died. And the president years ago has said that there would be repercussions if Navalny was to die in prison. Is there anything this administration or you as the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee can do in terms of penalties against Putin?
Well, this is a tragic event. Mr. Putin is fully responsible for Mr. Navalny's apparent death. It is absolutely tragic. The Vice President spoke here at the Munich Security Conference, Vice President Harris, and repeated that there will be consequences. Mr. Putin's actions are just against all humanity. Mr. Navalny was the principal spokesperson for the opposition to Mr. Putin, and Mr. Putin decided that he had to be taken out, and that's outrageous.
Is there any actions that you intend to take from where you're standing, Senator, in terms of any future investigation or anything?
There's many options. There's many options that we can take a look at. As you know, we've already are engaged in action because of Mr. Putin's invasion of Ukraine. So we've already taken sanctions activities against Russia. But there are other. We're going to speak out about this. We're going to look for other ways that we can hold Mr. Putin accountable for these actions, and we'll work with the Biden administration and the international community to make it clear that this is outrageous. It violates all basic rights, and Mr. Navalny will not be silenced. His cause will live on, and we're all going to fight for the Russian people that Mr. Putin now has a grip on.
Well, your committee has already backed the United States going after Russian assets, freezing them, taking that money, and making sure they can give the windfall from that money to Ukraine. Where are we in that? Your committee has backed the administration from doing it, but so far, nothing has happened.
Right. Well, the assets are frozen. Now, whether we'll seize them, we passed legislation that would allow the government, the U.S. government, to seize those assets and use them to compensate Ukraine for the damages. The United States holds a small fraction of Russia's international assets. Most are held in Europe. So we need to work with our European partners if it's going to really mean something in helping Ukraine from the point of view of the financial compensation. So at the end of this war, Mr. Putin needs to be held accountable for his war crimes, and Russia needs to be held accountable for compensating Ukraine for the damage it's caused. And we believe the assets that we have control over can help deal with that.